Buongiorno, my love.
Hello.
Good morning. I'm here with the wise and beautiful Ivalani. And this morning we are talking about that army of mothers, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So I've been asked about the word army and like why to use that word army. And I think for me, it's because it brings about this connotation of strength and support as people are going out and working for a common goal. So this business of going out and being that mother that sort of cleans up the messes is something that I do every day with leadership development. So that's
And with us.
and with maybe it's the same thing actually. So I go and I work with groups and individuals, and I help to point out to them their strengths, their amazing strengths as leaders and teams. And I also help to point out their weaknesses. And then I help to give them the tools that they need to grow and to morph into that place that they're wanting to go, because whatever they're doing now isn't working very well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. And yeah, so I think this is why men especially, like going into the army, because I feel like inside of us, we either have the father or the mother. And sometimes we have both, but we usually have like one that's stronger. And so the father is the one that goes out and defends the homeland and defends the home. This does not mean that the father is only male. I know some women who are very, very father-like. And then the mother is the one that stays home and like keeps the nest clean and makes the meals. And this does not mean just women, because I know some men who are super mother-like to me.
Yeah.
And so I think we all subconsciously have a calling of doing one or the other. And basically following our dreams is what calling is like all about.
Yeah.
And doing what we're basically made to do.
Yeah. So I think that this is something that has been fascinating for me to see as I've been actually going out and doing this work of developing leaders. And it started with these guys. It started when they were little, of kind of learning how to do that. And one of the things that I realized was that it takes so much energy for me to do this. It takes a lot of my personal energy and power to go and develop these teams and these systems. And especially as I'm working with stronger and stronger people and more successful people, there's a lot of resistance to that change and that growth and that development. So it takes a lot of my own personal energy. And one of the things that I have realized is that I need to have my team of my army of other mother leaders around me that are helping to support and strengthen me. So for example, last night John wanted to take me out to walk around Rome because it's my favorite thing to do. And I was exhausted by the end of the day. I was done. I had no more energy to give. And one of my amazing sister friends and colleagues, Tawny, had a yoga class that started at 5 p.m. my time. And I went into that yoga class on Zoom, and she spent the next hour just pouring her love and her soul and her energy into everybody that was there in that class. And I left that class just completely full and completely nourished. And I had so much energy, and I wasn't planning on going out, and we ended up going out and staying out all night long. And you know, Tawny is like a decade and a half younger than I am, I think. She's got no kids.
Children.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter. She was still mothering to me. She was still nourishing me and helping to give me that energy that I needed as I'm going out and doing this work of changing the world and doing it kind of one step at a time and one individual and one team at a time. And I think that that's something that we really need to kind of focus on and think about as we're being these change agents for the world.
And in my school, I'm the oldest kid in elementary school, and I have these like 9-year-olds that are in class with me, and I'm 11, and they are like mothers to me, and even some boys, and they're like my brothers and sisters. They help me, they build me up, and like, yeah.
And I think that we women especially are doing this thing right now where we're kind of allowing ourselves to be divided. So I have been both a full-time stay-at-home mom, and I have been also in the workforce a non-mom. I worked for a number of years before I had children, and then I've been a full-time, what we call professional mom. And I've realized throughout this time that professional moms are like, they'll look at stay-at-home moms and be like, well, you don't really do anything. Yeah.
I make all the money. You guys just sit around.
Yeah, they'll be like, you sit around and eat bonbons on the couch and don't really do anything. And then stay-at-home moms do this like terrifying, terrible thing where they look at professional moms and they're like,
you don't love your kids as much as we do.
We sacrificed for our children. We just love them so much more than you love your children. And then like non-moms are like, well, I'm not really a mom, so I don't understand. And it's like, wait, what are we doing? This is not helpful. And I think that is something that I would like to call out and just kind of bring to that consciousness level that we're doing this and we're allowing ourselves to be divided. Whereas if we can join forces and bring all of our individual strengths into this army and support each other, we can actually grow our army and actually nourish each other in all of the different ways that we have, and will be much more powerful when we're together than when we're divided.
And the thing about not being a mom is we think of nuns as mothers.
Yeah.
We think of people who adopt kids as mothers. And so when you help somebody else out and you like mother them, they become part of your like family, part of your like heart and like soul basically. And they might not be blood related to you, or maybe they are, but even if they aren't, you're still mothering them and you're still like a mother to them, so you have the experience.
Yeah, so one of the things that we say in INA is that leadership dies in isolation. And this is definitely something that I personally have experienced in my life. I experienced it first as a mother, of how much I relied upon my sisters, my friends that were around me to help me get through the really hard job of mothering children and just pouring into them over and over and over again. And it's come home to me even more now as a leadership developer and going out in the world, of how much I really rely on my colleagues and my team around me, and how much I need that energy from them as well. So today, maybe a possibility to think about how we are holding each other as these mother leaders, and how much we can grow and support each other and put aside maybe some of those funny old stories that we have and
differences.
Yeah, and move forward in all of the ways that we are together. Yeah. All right, that's it for today. I'm here with my amazing sister mama and co-leader Ivalani, and we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.